What's up, Toasty here. I'm here with another video, just to talk about just a few things about Monster Hunter and what I don't want in the next Monster Hunter game, because obviously it's black and white. You can see they're going to release a teaser next year in March. You can see it, right? So, and we really due for a main, because the last main one is Monster Hunter Icebroune, which you see on the screen. It is. Yes, we've had Rise and that, but that was really more like a side game, but they were invested in it like a main game. And I think it's just too much on the screen. I don't like Rise as much as what I do with Iceborne. But today I also want to look at what they shouldn't do, because 2023 games is kind of been, yeah, I'll just say that. But they have announced something as well, for consoles and stuff like that, and probably on PC as well. They announced there's going to be about 6 to 12 online service games for 2024. Why? Why? It's just going to crash and burn. It's just going to crash and burn. But I'll leave that for another video, of course. But I want to just share my things on Monster Hunter, what made it great, and also what not to do. And I plead the fifth of this situation. Because it's obviously going to be the main Monster Hunter game, obviously. But I don't want, and I've just mentioned it, to be part of an online service. It's already part of an online game, but there's offline too. You could play this offline. Like, yeah, you can, and this is what I'm actually doing now. I'm actually playing this offline, but you can play it online with friends, and there's Monster Hunter communities. Let me tell you something now. If you make an online service game, the Monster Hunter community will be on the company's ass quicker than any other company. Mortal Kombat kind of situation, you know? They're gonna be on their ass. Because when there was bugs and stuff like that, the Monster Hunter community really leveled up the A game, went out. It is. Same as Rise. And look at Rise. I don't like Rise very much, but it was because the people spoke. People spoke about the game as well. So, to me, this is a big thing. Like so. For Monster, is it going to be Monster Hunter 6? Monster Hunter Iceborne 2? I'm. What do you think it's gonna be called? Put down in the comments. What do you think it's gonna actually be called? The next generation of Monster Hunter. Personally, I put a lot of hours into this. I'm proud of what I've done. I mean, this is the guiding lines. This is right at the end. End game. Right after, really, Fatalis' stuff. But, honestly, like, that's one of the biggest things that's going to be, because look at gaming today. Online service is just being horrendous, and it's shit fire. And I don't want Monster Hunter to come out and say, you know what, these armor pieces, you're going to be paying $12 for them. You know what, you need the expansion map. But you know what? We're not going to put it as DLC. We're going to put it as in a shop microtransaction. That's what my fear is and concern about it. You know, everybody is being childish minded because they do have childish minds, saying this, I want this, I want that. What I'm going by is what I don't want in the game. That's what you really should be going by. I want this, I want that. You know, you really should be saying, I don't want this. Because, you know, if you want something, they're going to give you it, and that's how they're going to give you it, as an online service way. Because that's how all this came about. And I know this is a different topic, but I am going to discuss about it, the hypocritical of people buying skins and crystals and Mortal Kombat and that. I'm still not letting go of that. Even though I've installed the game, I'm not letting go of that, you know, because I believe that people is being taken for a ride on that situation. And they can't be that stupid and dumb to look at the screen of these people and say, well, you know, he's right. The company does suck. But you don't see like 9,000 fucking crystals. And this is what the problem is. This is what the actual problem is with online service. And this is what my concern is with Monster Hunter. But the difference between Monster Hunter and Mortal Kombat, they're more smarter. Look at the mods in the PC world. The White Fatalis, I want to fight that so bad. Oh, wow, Capcom. Why did you not just put the White Fatalis in the DLC? Because you know Fatalis came popular out of the blue in Iceborne. It did. It shocked the world. That's what I like about games. That's what I've always liked about games. The people's reactions and that. Me? It drove me insane. It drove me insane. It did. But I loved every second of it. I didn't rage, but I love every second of it because I knew it was all fire. And even fighting Spiky Boy here. Yes, I call him Spiky Boy. You know, it's the atmosphere of Monster Hunter. And that's what we do need. The same atmosphere. We need the same atmosphere to know that Iceborne never actually left us. You know. But what my biggest concern is online services is trying to take over slowly. And with Monster Hunter being around all those years, and then Warner Brothers is saying, we're going to take your franchise and we're going to basically put, you know, online service. I really concerned that they're trying and, no pun intended, poke at Monster Hunter for this. We already have microtransactions DLC, but the difference is with the DLC and the microtransactions online, the store, you feel you own it. I'm sorry, but the DLC, what you buy, if you buy, you know, seasonal pass for the DLC content, you know, you feel you own it. Microtransactions in a game of a shop like Mortal Kombat, you don't own. You don't feel like you own it because you're already buying crystals and then bit with the currency and then you're using the crystals to buy them. Where in the DLC you're just using your currency money, aren't you? So you know what you're getting with your money. You know what I'm saying? That's how I compare the microtransactions comparing to DLC, even though they're in the same category of form. Just to clarify on that. So, the biggest concern for me is I don't want an online service. Please, for love of God, don't do it to Monster Hunter. Do not do it to Monster Hunter. It is, you know, you got it on Suicide Squad already. I can fucking see it. It's £100 in the UK. I'm not kidding. I saw it. £100 for online service. Yeah, sure. I see all the fucking dweeps out there with the Harley Quinn scope. I like that shit. Come on now. Grow up. Jesus Christ. Like, grow up. Grow the fuck up. They gotta take you for a ride of money. And these people that's basically hypocritical and basically saying, you know what, like, I'm still gonna buy Suicide Squad. I'm still gonna, if I see Monster Hunter, the new Monster Hunter, as an online service game, I won't be buying it. And you know I'll stick to my word with everything because I stuck to my word with Mortal Kombat. I won't buy it. I won't buy it. I am being tempted to buy, was it Helldivers? I think Helldivers 2. It looks great. But why is there no offline mode on that? But I'm not going to buy it. I'm sticking to my guns about this. Because you buy a game. Because look at Payday 3. I don't care how many fucking patches you put in and defend that shit and tickle their nuts. You are basically not. You basically not. It's the same, they're saying as in Mortal Kombat. Oh, they have to earn a living. I don't think they're getting anything out of the microtransactions because they're already getting fucking millions from the people who pre-ordered it. Simple. It's quite logical and simple, really. But I know I'm going a little bit off track. But Monster Hunter is a valuable game. And I don't want it to be an online service. If you just bring the same services that what you do with Rise and this, fine, great, champion, I'm sold. I'll buy it. I'll buy it before any bugs. I don't care how many fucking bugs is in the game and shit like that. As long as it's playable, I'm fine. I am totally fine. That's how pleased I am. That is how pleased I am. Legit. Because I know it's not an online motherfucking service. Shit. And just bring out DLC like you do with Rise and Icebroune. Like so. But that's basically a big difference to me. It's a big difference in this world. Listen, I've played lots of classical games and I love the classical games as it is. And Monster Hunter Iceborne really drew to me. It helped my personal life. Where everything was getting down and stuff like that. And I still put it on to this day. And it's been out over more than 6 years. So what's that telling you? And I think a lot of people are the same thing because they're going back to Iceborne to get that vibe, to get that sense, and plus it helps them. I'm not even level 999 yet. I'm not. But the point is, it's about you enjoying the game. And they need Monster Hunter Iceborne vibes in a new game. I know Capcom won't disappoint. Some games they have, but not many. Like so. It's just the online service has been a big, huge issue in 2023. I'm hoping it's not a big issue in 2024. Despite them confirming there's 12 games. It's 12! Fucking 12 games of online service. What's like gonna be $60 to $80. And then microtransactions like a free game. I mean, if they're free games, okay, fair enough, because, free service games, they do have microtransactions in. I'm sorry, they do. A lot of them do, unfortunately, because they need to make money out of that. And that's fine. I can shove that aside because I played Dauntless, and I loved the shit in game of that. And I've always said that should be an offline service. It should have been an offline service. You know, I played, hours. I think I've got a lot more hours than Iceborne in that, you know. And I bought platinum and I bought the cosmetics and stuff in there like that because I invested the time. But that's a free game. That's a free game. So it kind of makes sense. Even though you don't like microtransactions, it kind of makes sense because the game is free. You got the game free, so why not buy the stuff that you're going to invest in? The only worry concern is if one day they wake up and say, geez, let's do this, switch, and then switch the game off. Because that's what these open services do. They'll take your fucking money, and that's it. Game over. What are you going to do? Ask for your refunds back? They've got your money. And that's why I really want to just call out these hypocritical people that's basically saying so much shit about Mortal Kombat or something like that, and then they just buying crystals. They buying the skins. You're part of the problem. There's somebody that wanted to saying, I hope this doesn't win the awards. But you gotta be the one voting for it. You're gonna be the one voting for it at the Game Awards. Why are you doing all this? And I'll say it again. Because your cosmetics you think is gonna have more value because people's not gonna buy them. So you go, gee, I'll make a video or a stream about this situation. And if it's not that, why buy them in the first place? If it's not that, what I've just said, why do you buy them in the first place? And don't say, oh, it's because it's fun or anything like that. See, that's my problem. You want to buy the whole fucking shop and shit like that? Be my guest. But don't complain about the game. You have no breath and no opinion about how bad the game is. Because you're part of the problem. You are actually part of the problem. I'll say it again. You're part of the problem. And that's what I fear for Monster Hunter. If they go online service. Because there's thousands, like a lot of people. But I think a lot more people would take a standstill on that than rather just say, hey, take my money, I'm going to make a video or something or a stream and complain about me have to have tax of shit, you know. It's hypocritical, it's beyond and delusional, you know. And I've seen a lot of these lately when you're doing games. It is. If you enjoy a game with a load of microtransactions and that, you do you. I'm not targeting you. You do you. You do you. You believe in you. Okay? But once you put a video out complaining about the game, how much tax you're taking and all that kind, and I see you have a bunch of fucking skins, and I see like you have a bunch of crystals, I'm like, why are you complaining? You bought the shit. That money could have gone towards another game. And I saw someone today saying he's still going to buy Suicide Squad, and even if there's a Harley Quinn skin coming in, I'm like, yeah, because that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. You're going to buy the skin, you're going to buy it, but don't make a fucking video complaining how bad the microtransactions is if you've got like fucking like what, $60 to $70 worth of skins. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And that's not including the premium. That's the problem. It's the people's problem. too lazy. And they're too scared. They're too lazy, too scared to open their mouths. Actually open their mouths and say, hey, you know what? This is wrong. That's why I made that video of Mortal Kombat and it's up right now. And I took the fucking game off. I'm 120 gigabytes better. Better. I'm getting other games on and I'm going to try them. Yeah, okay, I pre-ordered. But you're not entitled to say because you got the premium. I got the premium because basically I thought the hype was real. The hype was real. It was great. The trailer looked great. Classic stuff. It felt Mortal Kombat actually 1 vibes. You know, the very first. I know this is a Monster Hunter Jarrad as well with it between hand, but this is the point. Because Mortal Kombat is a big, serious part of my life as well. And with Monster Hunter, I don't want them to have an online service. I really, really don't. Like, oh, there's going to be a little shop at the side, premium fucking shop at the side, before you go hunting. Oh, I know, you can get like 10 tonics for $5. You know, I'm not giving them any ideas. Don't worry, I'm not giving them any ideas. I'm just saying this is the quite possible outcome. So, I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not going to get my hopes up for the new Monster Hunter. I'm not. I'm not. As much as I want to. I'm not. Because 70% of games has just been an online service. Has just been set a match, let it on fire, pun intended. Especially when I'm fighting here. As well. Like, set this online shit on fire. You know, get Fatalis to just blow the shit out the window. That's what I say. That's what I say. I want the hype to be real in 2024. We need something to focus on because our lives has been struggling as well outside of gaming, and when we turn to games to enjoy, we turn games into entertainment, you know, and not have a shitty online service or anything. Single player shit as well is the great. You know, it's great. Multiplayer was great, but I don't think it's in its peak anymore. I really don't think it's in its peak anymore. But, hold up. I know. I got, your fingers is ready to type. I know. Hold up. Not finished. But Monster Hunter brought multiplayer to a huge level. Icebroune made it happen. Safi G, Goldie Bitch, I call her, which you probably know I'm talking about if you're Monster Hunter Icebroune. Goldie Bitch, that's a nickname for me, yeah. You know, they were on, you can play them single, but it's recommended multiplayer. And it got people together to try and work together, enjoy a couple of hours to try and unlock some weapons, you know, and see what we can get. It's hours. The memories is real. Is there stuff in Icebroune I hate? Absolutely, and I avoid it to every fucking second of my life. And if you want to see a video on that, I will. And no, it's not online service. Because I've talked about a lot of online service as well. I'm talking about the monsters in the game itself. drives me insane. And this day forward, I have thousands of hours in Monster Hunter Iceborne, and to this today, it still bothers me. It still bothers me to this day. It does. It does. So if you want to see a video on that about Monster Hunter, put down in the comments below. But I think I would like to do a video on that topic, see if anybody else has the same problems, or if they have, like, this, after all these years, I'm not talking about bugs or anything. I'm actually talking about the fights in general when you're fighting the actual monsters, because, this game has a lot to offer, but also can fucking cripple you to say, bitch, I took your mama's cookies. I took your mama's cookies. Now I'll slap you, bitch, into the wall. Yes, some of the monsters actually do that in this game. But, that's my 2 cents on it. The biggest thing is online service. I don't want it to be just an online service game as the new Monster Hunter, because if it is, it's going to be a big, huge backlash. And I am not talking about on situations, because Monster Hunter community is fucking huge. It's huge. I'm not part of all of it, but it's huge. And any negative from the company of something like that, you'll see a movement of change and understand why Iceborne was popular to this day. Was it toxic? Yeah, of course it was toxic in the game. Of course it was. But not as much as what you see on these online motherfucking servers of Call of Duty and shit. Just saying. So guys, what do you think? Do you think, hopefully it just sticks the same? Or do you want the online service to die? Because I generally really do. But keep the online for if you want to play with your buddies and hunters. Stay hunting out there. Stay safe. And have a great day.